Hey everybody, welcome back to Market Watch. It's time to discuss the Digimon trading card game market, and yes, I have returned from my slumber. I've had a good week and a half to myself, and now we are back at it. We've missed a lot. We missed a whole set release. We missed nationals. Oh, don't worry. There's a lot of tabs up here today. You can't even see the start of the names of any of these cards, and that's okay. We got a lot to talk about today. And of course, the new set is really I gotta say half the discussion is going to be. I think it goes up to, yeah, okay, yeah. Got half of these tabs for the new set, half of them for other cool things. So, let's get into it today. If you guys enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification on Smash Potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. And in Digimon Land, really nothing's changed over the New Year's holiday at all. So, we'll just progress along. Now, if there was ever a set to not buy the pre-sales, if there is like one set that is an infamous, disastrous example of what could go wrong if you buy the pre-sales, look no further than EX08 Chain of Liberation. Holy shit, did this set drop so far from the pre-sales. Like, oh my god, how far do we have to go? How far? How far are we going? How far? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I'm doing this blind. I just know. I just know. Wanna know how I know? Because people on the internet were talking about it while I was on vacation. Don't buy the pre-sales. Oh, Mario's not here. Buy the pre-sales. All this stuff. God help you if you bought the pre-sales. If you were this person, I fear for your intelligence and the intelligence of your children and maybe grandchildren after that. That's how much I'm scared for you. If you bought it even up here, same thing. Same thing. My goodness. Holy shit. It's unreal. It's crazy. Because this set just isn't as powerful as other sets we've had before. It's just not. The power level is like down there. It's just what it is, right? But don't worry, we will get there. I hope the takeaway is crystal clear. You do not buy the pre-sales. Holy moly. Anyway, this is your most expensive card in the set. If you're lucky enough to pull this lottery card, well, good for you. As you can kind of see here, it will sell. So, that's nice. Then other lottery cards are just tanking in price, like your NSP Insectoid Boss Monster here, just going down, down, down. Not that I'm super surprised, but it is what it is. Besides lottery cards, this is your most expensive card in the set, most expensive alt art. It's your Gallimon X Antibody, which is your secret rare. And then your other secret rare is the second place, most expensive alt art in the set. So that's nice. And then your secret rares are worth their money because, you know, they're good. They're fine secret rares. Now, it's not $90 pre-sale good or what $80 pre-sale good or whatever it was, but like, you know, they're fine cards, both of them. Both of them. They're good meta cards. Absolutely. It's nice to see. It's nice to see sets where the secret rares are good. You know, sometimes that's not a thing, but happy that we're there. Besides the other ones, this is your next most expensive alt art, and that is a problem. That's a very, very, very big problem. That this is the next most expensive alt art. The gap is so far from the top. It's insane. Like, my god. Like, even this card, this perfectly good playable meta card, is $20 alt art. That's just so sad. That's just depressing, isn't it? Now, we're back to having the foils, the random foils in your boxes, just like EX7 had. And those can kind of redeem the value of your box, depending on which one you get. There are some that are worth nothing. But there are also some on the very, very high end, like this one. This is the highest one. And maybe you'll get lucky and you can pull that and you can sell it. And, you know, it gives you a little bit of a bonus incentive, kind of, for opening boxes, sort of. So that's not too terrible. But super rares. You see, when you get 7 super rares in a box, you're wanting your super rares to help redeem your value. And we have sets where out the get-go you have super rares, like at the $15 to $20 range nowadays. That's the thing that we kind of expect in Digimon sets, where you have a couple, one or two super rares that are kind of up there, and then you have some that are like $10 or whatever. This is your most expensive super rare, Pyramidamon, $9 now. That's scary. That brings me very big concern. Your next most expensive super rare is $6.30. That is concerning, for real. And then on the low end of alt arts, you got freaking this thing, which is terrible, and you have this thing, which is even worse. And let me tell you something. There are other low end alt arts. This is just the two, I think, lowest or close to the lowest or whatever. It's sad. Like, you could definitely open a box of this set and cry. You really could. It could bring tears to your eyes, which is not really a whole like fun thing. I'll tell you, because I was on like even this is just not expensive. This is your third most expensive super rare set. Nothing. It's nothing. This is the first set in a while that I didn't do the traditional, you might call it, box break on stream, because I was on vacation. I had my employees and my team just sell my boxes, sealed, mail them out, call them a day. And some were opened locally, you know, whatever. But like for the most part, they were all gone. And my God, am I happy we went this route, because I did not expect it to be this bad. Because I knew, well, I didn't know, but now I know retrospectively, I would have been shitting myself on stream had I had to case break multiple cases of this set, looking for lottery cards. This would have been strike 3. This set would have been strike 3. You might remember my previous video where I opened a set and I was just shafted by the value of the singles. I can't remember anymore what set it was, but that was strike 2. And this would have been strike 3. It's just inconsistent, which has me now rethinking the whole opening cases thing. You know, I dodged a bullet, but I might take this as the third strike anyway. I don't know yet. We will figure it out. But it was very easy, apparently, for my peeps to just, you know, sell the boxes instead of going through singles and getting addresses and mailing individual cards. It's just easier to send out boxes. So, I don't know. This might be the change. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. What a set. One of the sets of all time, huh? Your box topper pack. At max, it's worth $5 because that's what your Renamon is worth. Like, that's just sad. There's 5 of them, 5 box toppers, and like Renamon's $5. That's nice, but the rest isn't worth anything. So that's unfortunate. All right, time to move on to things partially related to EX8, but not in EX8, such as these new 2025 store tournament promos. Now, Landramon, both the winner pack and regular pack, are going through some action. And you can kind of see here that they really just are going up in value. And then you have here Close, which is doing the same thing, basically. Exactly the same thing. You might be wondering to yourself, why are these promos randomly really expensive, right? Whereas, like, this one is not. And you ask good questions. Well, right now people are hyped for Pyramidamon. You know, this was so last set. Like, no one cares about the yellow puppets anymore. Though you do need 4 of this to play the yellow puppets, and you need 4 of the new Galemon to play the birds. But anyway, yeah, you know, remember the previous promos that came out, the Terramon and the Shu, and the promos and the champions that came with them. Those were promos that you didn't really need in order to play those decks. They were like optional. I think you really needed the Tamers, but not the 3s or the 4s. Well, now we're in an interesting spot where there is no way in hell you can play Pyramidamon without 3 or 4 of this promo Landramon and 3 to 4 of this promo Close. Like, it's suicidal to try to play the Pyramidamon deck without these cards, if you want to be successful with it to the extent in which this deck is successful, which I think is tier 2. You just can't. Like, you cannot play the deck without these cards. If you do, you're doing yourself a massive, massive disservice. That's why these cards are getting hyped out the ass right now. So if you're lucky enough to go to your LGS and get these cards, you should sell them immediately while the hype is high. because the hype won't last. Pyramidamon is a fun pet deck. It's actually my favorite deck from the new set, but it's not worth like what, $15 promo for participation pack, or $20 for Lanternmon. No, not even close. Ha! You get that? That's a good joke. Anyway, moving on to now other things. Hexablau is exploding. Wow. What did I miss on my holidays? I don't know what I missed. I need someone to tell me what I missed. I see nothing that really makes this make sense. However, I have a bunch of Hexablaus still, so I'm going to sell them. And that's going to be a good time. Crimson Mode Ace is now expensive, beating up the Imperial Paladin mode from this set. That's pretty crazy in terms of value. It's almost gone. Like, that's it. This is to do with Gallantmon hype and nothing else. It's justified. I wouldn't say Gallantmon is tier 1 right now, but God, 1.5, dare I say? It's not bad. The deck definitely has legs now that it didn't have before. This, I've been saying you should have this card for months. Months I've been saying. So if you were lucky enough to listen to me, you should sell them now. I will be selling this card. I have a couple that's left. I'm going to get rid of them. There's absolutely no point holding on to them. Get rid of them now while the hype bubble is existing. Then we have Miri from EX06, where your near mints are $47 now at the cheapest. If you have Miris, time to get rid of them while you can. Then we have Violet in Boots here, also going through the hype bubble right now. If you have, you definitely should get rid of it. Someone did sell one for $69.69. That's double nice. That's two nices. That's pretty nice. But yeah, get rid of this. This is just yeah. Get rid of it. Beelzemon Altart. I don't know if you know this, but Demon Lords won Nationals. So maybe like this deck. I have it right here because we've been playtesting this deck. This Demon Lord deck, you know this one? This demons and stuff? Yeah, they won Nats. They're still good, by the way, in EX08. So, yeah, if you have any Demon Lord cards, might want to check the value on them and sell them. This is the biggest outlier of them all, but, you know, there's a little bit of incremental increase on some of the cards. So you might want to take a look at them. Meme Tyramon here is up to $20 because of the Tyrannomon deck. It's not the only card to explode because of that deck. But first, Greymon here, exploding. Blowing up. Blowing the fuck up. Definitely get rid of it if you have any of this. Altart for sure. Just, yeah, just get rid of it. Tyrannomon BT11 is up in price. $9. Yep. Who would have thought? Diaboromon. $25 right now. It's going up. I don't know why. It just went through a bit of a bubble right now. It was down a little bit, like it was in the 20s, but now it's 25. I don't know if it's worth to use or sell or not, but if you got them at 20s, maybe you want to try and move them for a little bit of profit, reallocate those funds somewhere else, or maybe play the long game if I'm missing something. Like it might be $30 before you know it. That's more. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Queen Beemon's finally rested from its bubble. It was $5, $6 for the longest time, this card. But it's finally popped from that. So, if you want Queen Bee, they are Liberator cards. Maybe grab your Queen Bees now. Rust Tyrannomon Ace is up because of the Tyrannomon deck. You definitely want to play the deck with this card. That's just good. So, if you believe in the Tyrannomon meme, yeah. And if you want to take advantage of those that believe in Tyrannomon meme, you should sell your Rust Tyrannomon Aces. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, the blue cards. Sagamon Altart's up in price a little bit. Almost gone from the market completely. And Belucomon is up in price. Almost gone from the market completely. It's pretty much time to sell these, give or take. Maybe by the time this is uploaded in the morning might be the right time to sell this. I don't know. Just evaluate properly, be careful, and go. But, yeah. All in all, yeah. This EX08 is a big disappointment. And I might make a separate video about this, depending on what happens. But if I can give you a piece of advice now, because the set is so cheap, the cards in the set are worth nothing. This would be the time to get the cards from the set. In case something happens where, you know, some support is announced, for these Liberator archetypes that might make them go up in price. Maybe a ban list happens soon, and it hits everything so that the decks in EX08 are viable. That's cool. The only stuff really responding in set is like the Gallimon stuff. And yeah, that's where we are right now. What do you guys think about today's Market Watch? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye!